Hello students, my name is Bandi Namaz Nawab, lecturer in commerce, Government View College, Kanekari. Today we are starting with the accountancy first chapter, accounting for the not for profit organization. This chapter includes 1 marks 1 question, 2 marks 1 question, and 12 marks 1 question. And also there will be the practical questions, 1 questions, both the reception payments account or classification of the capital and revenue items. That will be should be given in the this chapter. So this chapter mainly 12 plus 2 plus 1, that means 15 or 20 marks, maximum 20 marks will become this chapter. Can learn about the this chapter about the not for profit organizations. So last year we can learn about the profit organizations, that is including business, profit and professions and employment. This year we can learn about the accounting for not for profit organization. So starting with the definitions. A non-profit seeking entity which does not usually involve in trading activities but engage in rendering service to the members. So these organizations mainly establishing the establishing the rendering service to the members and societies, not for making any profit, because their main purpose was giving service to the members and societies. So another meaning is they refer to those organizations which are formed to render social service. There will be uh, two important words, that means render social service. One of the another in is the not for making profits. So these organizations mainly established for the render social service to and not for making profits. Examples are promotion of education. You know that college institutions, high school, these are the giving only service to the society. Sports and games, science and technology, culture, religion, these are the example for the non-profit organization. Only these organization established for the main purpose rendering service to the public and members of the society. So these are the examples of the here: hospitals, clubs, sports, libraries, charitable institutions like orphanages, educational institutions, religious institutions. Next, we move to the features or characteristics of the not-for-profit organization. So their main objective to rendering service to the members and public. So already this come in also in definitions and meaning. These these organizations' main motive is giving service to the public and members. So second term, they are not expected to earn profit. They are giving only service to the public. So they are not expected any profit. Only purpose for the establishing these organizations are rendering service to the public. So these organizations are not making any business or trading activity. So they are normally engaged in nothing trading activities. So these organizations not making any profit. So fourth one is credit transactions are not usually made. So here only because they are not engaged in any trading activities, so they are only doing credit transactions, not doing there, because they are only cash transactions is there. They are not doing any credit transaction. Usually both such concern keep only cash book to record daily transaction. So you have to remember one thing here, you will be these organization only maintain cash book, not anything will be maintained for this organization, because they are not doing any business activities, so they only maintain for the cash flow. What amount comes to the business, what amount goes from the business. They prepare summary of cash flow at the end called receipts and payments. Usually these organizations prepare only cash flow, so They are end of the year they are making a account, that means account that will be the reception payments account. They are preparing the payment account, because only cash reception cash payments are preparing for these organization. There will be no trial balance is prepared, because they are not doing trading activities, so they are not preparing the trial balance. Do not prepare trading profit and loss account, but prepares income and expense account. These organizations not making any trading activities, so do not prepare the trading profit and loss account, but they are preparing the income and expenditure account, because they are knowing the what is the surplus amount or deficit amount of the organization. So they are preparing the income and expenditure account. Do not have capital, but they have only capital fund representing accumulated services. They are not doing any business, so they are not having a capital. So they are last year accumulated service will be in the form of the capital fund. So they are maintaining the capital fund. Organized as a trust bar societies. They are organized as a trust bar societies, because they are not doing any other businesses. So they are organized trust or societies. Their main source are subscription and donations, legacies and grant in aid. The NPO's main source from the income is subscription from the members. Donations are legacies given by the donors. Grant in given by the governments. These are the main sources or subscription of the non-profit organization. Their affairs are managed by the managing committee. Here will be the one managing committee, establishing managing committee. One of the president is there, and all the members, they are managing all the activities of the non-profit organization. So these are the most important features or characteristics of the not-for-profit organizations. You can write down in our notebook also. So next we are going to the move to the next. Need for maintaining books of account. NPOs are mainly maintaining these. Why should maintaining the books of accounts? There will be mainly five reasons. First one is the avoid misappropriation of the funds. In these organizations, the fund will be the misappropriation can be done by the lot of people. That's why they are maintaining the books of account. Keep track of their incomes and expenses. So NPOs are know the every year what is the incomes and expense of the organization. So they are keep the track of the incomes and expenses. So they are maintaining the books of account. Know the financial positioning. Another reason is the books of maintaining the books of account. So the what is the financial position of the organizations? So what is the profit is there, a loss is there? What is the uh, capacity of the business? How doing the business? So they are knowing the financial position of the business. Satisfy legal requirement for obtaining grants. So this is a very important. So whenever taking grant from the government, we should maintain the books of account. There will be any books of account. How will you given the government to the grant to the this organization? So fourth one is satisfy legal requirement for obtaining grants. You can obtaining grants from the government. You can maintain the books of accounts. Last one, proper use of resources. There will be a lot of resources in the non-profit organization, like building, machinery, and furnitures. These can how can you using these resources? So that's why you can maintain the books of account. You know that how to using the all the resources of the non-profit organization. These are the most important needs of maintaining books of accounts in the non-profit organization. So going to the next, accounting statements. In this non-profit organization, the cash system accounting is following. Under cash system is the most important book where the cash reception, cash payments record in the chronological order. Note that chronological order, that means starting date of the month to the end of the month. So there is a chronological order. In this organization, you can maintain the cash book only, so you can cash receipt and cash memo record in the chronological order. So main book is cash book. So a memoranda book is maintained to record the name of the person and institution from the amounts and allotment received. This is a debtors. This book is called debtors book also. When you are giving the person and institution from the amounts, that should be recorded in the debtors book. So that should be maintained here. A stock register is kept to record the purchase of asset like furniture, books, and that will be a stock register. That will be rating for the purchase of assets, furniture, books, land, building. You can write here. So NPOs are maintained three statements at the end of the accounting year. The final statements also called. These statements are receipts and payments account, income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. These three statements are also explaining next time. We can move to the next item. Capital and revenue items. So these are the also comes in practical question. First one is the capital and revenue items. You can divide in the capital and revenue items. Capital receipt, capital expenditure, revenue receipt, revenue expenditure, and deferred revenue expenditure. One of the practical questions in on the basis of the capital and revenue items. So first one is the capital receipt. The receipts are non-recurring in nature, that is not received regularly. So these receipts are not recurring in nature. They are not received regularly. Again, that will be done by yearly, 2 yearly. So something else. So example of these capital receipts are like membership fees, amount received on sale of fixed assets, special donations. So these are the capital receipts. These are non-recurring in nature. They are done by not regularly. They are done by some times ago or sometimes before. These are not regularly doing activities. Next one, the revenue receipt. They will be opposite of the capital receipt. The receipts of recurring nature. They are doing day to by day in work. That is, they are received regularly. Whenever doing business, you are every day you are doing this one. Sale proceeds of goods, interest received on loans, rent received, commission received. They are this example we are doing every day. So that is called revenue receipts. Capital expenditure is an expenditure whose benefit is not exhausted in just 1 year, but the benefit is available more than 1 year. So this expenditure benefit is not comes under 1 year. The benefit will be going to the more than 1 year because there will be heavy amount given to the this expenditure. Examples X cost of fixed asset. You can purchase of cost of fixed assets. When you are purchasing assets, cost of assets, these assets are given that of huge amounts. So capital expenditure include huge amounts and cost of additions and expansion of the fixed assets and purchase of the fixed assets. These are the capital expenditure. It is not benefit is not exhausted 1 year. The benefit will be the comes from coming years. So capital expenditure will be huge amount and they will be done by any some of the year once time. Next one, the revenue expenditure and expenditure which benefit exhaust is within the 1 year. Revenue expenditure, the expenses is benefit is just within 1 year. That means you are giving to the salary to the worker, rent paid to the building, printing charges. These benefits are comes under the only 1 year. Deferred revenue expenditure. A heavy expenditure of revenue nature incurred for getting a benefit which extend to 2 or more years. Example, huge amount spent on advertising. So if there will be a deferred revenue expense. Main one example is the advertising. Whenever you doing the advertising, every year you can do the advertise. Only not once year you can doing the advertising to the coming years. So heavy amount spent on repairs, preliminary expenses. These are the most important topic in the non-profit organization, capital and revenue items. There will be the capital shift, capital expenditure, revenue shift, revenue expenditure, and deferred revenue expenditure. If this one is on the practical question, you can learn about this very well, and that will be comes in our examination also practical questions. So this is the topic stop. Today's stop here. Can go into the next studio, next topic. There will be coming a lot of topics under this chapter. You can go into the next studio. Thank you.